they knew that they can get away with it.
Then you'd sit there and take it. You'd bend
Yeah.
over and spread those cheeks and say, "Yes, sir."
So that was another great line. They kicked you out of the locker room because they knew you weren't going to fight back.
So then we get The Miz and LA Knight. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to do this justice. So I'm going to tap out and respectfully give it to you, Tyson.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
All right. So Miz, he's in the ring, and this is not a Miz TV. This is just Miz in the ring because he's pissed the hell off, and he starts to talk about LA Knight. He says that he's a 20-year, him being Miz, he's a 20-year veteran, and you got all these new crops of people coming in. They're not showing him respect. Did you know LA Knight? He's here. He didn't even shake my hand. He didn't even introduce himself.
He never shook my hand.
This obviously brings out LA Knight because Miz is talking about him. And we have a promo battle between The Miz and LA Knight, which ended up being surprisingly great. Miz, he says to LA Knight, "You're a flash in the pan, overnight success. In a couple months, people are going to forget about you. Maybe they'll cheer for you now. Maybe they'll cheer for you another couple of months, but they're going to get over you real quick." He even then goes to say that LA Knight is a Attitude Era fanboy cosplaying in his ring. This is all the
Me?
stuff that
I think
Miz.
you're just an Attitude Era fanboy cosplaying in my ring. They might like you. They might buy your shit. That's what I think of you.
And LA Knight, he's like, "You don't want to make this personal, but now that you've done all this, okay, I can see you do want to make this personal." The Miz talks about
Which
how,
was great.
yeah. And again, The Miz, he talks about he's been in the WWE for 20 years. The first month he was there, he got kicked out of the locker room. He got pushed aside. He had to carry bags, all the stuff that The Miz usually talks about. I made myself bulletproof, untouchable. I became multi-time champion, Grand Slam champion 2 times over. What have you been doing in the last 20 years? LA Knight, he says, now obviously he can't say like, "I've been working at TNA, I've been working at NWA," because those are the 2 stints that he's done before.
He can't
Probably
even
more.
say he was the model guy. Dupree.
Yeah. So what he has to say is, "I've been on the outside looking in for the last 20 years, watching WWE bet on the wrong horses, including you."
Great line.
Yeah. And he says, "What have I been doing for the last 20 years? I've been making myself dangerous."
A
What does that
dangerous man.
Yeah, what does that mean? Well, that means you're safe. Do you want to know why they kicked you out of the locker room? They bring you in for the all the make a wish and stuff. It's because they knew that they can get away with it.
Then you'd sit there and take it. You'd bend
Yeah.
over and spread those cheeks and say, "Yes, sir."
So that was another great line. They kicked you out of the locker room because they knew you weren't going to fight back.
But me? Nah. Papa don't take no mess.
Like, they're not kicking me out of the locker room. And he says that no matter what they do to him, he's making his own success. And at this point, the promo battle is pretty much over here. The Miz says to LA Knight, "You're not on my level." LA Knight says, "Well, I'm looking you dead in the eye." So this ensues a brawl. The Miz throws his jacket at LA Knight. He starts to get the upper hand.
Which was great.
LA Knight gets the advantage, hits him with the BFT, blunt force trauma. And at the end of the segment, we have LA Knight shaking the Miz hand as he's unconscious. And that is the way the segment ended.
Do you think we're going to get more Miz versus LA Knight?
Probably. So, there's the great gatekeepers of WWE. There's The Miz, there's Baron Corbin. They're the great gatekeepers. What does that mean? That means that's your first feud. When they want to see if you can get over, so they put LA Knight out there with The Miz because The Miz is one of the better ones on the microphone. You think you can get over? Let's see if you can hang with The Miz on the mic. And he held his own. Now, you have the people
He did
online.
flub once.
He did when he was talking about the toileters, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But you did have the people online
course.
Oh, why'd the Miz cook him like that? He sent him back to the mid card. He just proved that LA Knight's not ready for the main event. So then that's what the people online were saying.
Well, all LA Knight has to do is what he's doing. He's fine.
Yeah, the success obviously will continue. How high that goes, we will see.
It's up
But
to him.
yeah, I think him and the Miz are gonna do a match, and I oddly am interested.
I am too. I don't mind the Miz when he's the guy that will throw a jacket in your face and then attack you. I love that like sneaky shit.
Oh, there was one other great line from the Miz in this little promo battle. He said, "You take the Miz, you strip away all the success, all the money, my ridiculously hot wife, and what do you got? Oh, and my charisma, and what do you got? LA Knight." That was another Miz line there.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Miz and LA Knight if they do do a thing.